Noah had never believed in love at first sight, until the rainy afternoon he met Emma. It was a quiet cafe tucked between two old bookstores, the kind of place where time seemed to slow down. Noah sat by the window, his fingers wrapped around a warm cup of coffee, watching raindrops race each other down the glass. He was lost in his thoughts when the door chimed softly. He glanced up, and there she was. Emma walked in, shaking the rain from her coat, her hair slightly damp, her eyes searching for an empty seat. The cafe was crowded, and the only available chair was across from Noah. She hesitated for a moment before walking over. "Is this seat taken?" she asked gently. Noah shook his head, suddenly aware of his own heartbeat. "No, it's all yours." That was how it began, with a simple question and an unexpected connection. At first, their conversations were small and careful. They talked about books, then about music, then about the little things that make life meaningful. Emma loved poetry and rainy days, Noah preferred sunsets and silence. They were different, yet somehow perfectly balanced. Days turned into weeks, and the cafe became their place. They would meet there almost every evening, sharing stories and laughter. Noah found himself opening up in ways he never had before, while Emma felt seen and understood in a way she had always longed for. One evening, as the sky turned a soft shade of orange, Noah finally asked, "Do you believe in destiny?" Emma smiled, her eyes reflecting the fading light. "I think some people are meant to meet, no matter how unlikely it seems." Noah took a deep breath. "Then I'm really glad it rained that day." Emma laughed softly, but there was a hint of emotion in her voice. "Me too, but love stories are rarely without challenges." A few months later, Emma received an opportunity to study abroad, a dream she had worked for all her life. It meant leaving the city, leaving the cafe, and most painfully, leaving Noah. "I don't want to lose this," Noah said one night, his voice heavy with emotion. "You won't," Emma replied, though her eyes were filled with uncertainty. "Some things don't fade with distance. They promise to stay in touch." Calls replaced conversations, and messages replaced moments. But time zones and busy schedules began to create gaps between them. The laughter became less frequent, the silence more common. Still, neither of them truly let go. Months later, on another rainy afternoon, Noah returned to the cafe. He wasn't expecting anything, just revisiting a memory. But as he sat by the window, the door chimed once again. He looked up. Emma stood there. For a moment, neither of them moved. Then she smiled, the same warm, familiar smile. "I guess some things really are meant to be," she said. Noah stood up, his heart racing just like the first time. "You came back." Emma nodded. "I had to. Some stories aren't meant to end halfway."